this is the GPS tracker I'm going to install. It's from BANGGOOD, and this is, in my opinion, one of the best GPS trackers you can buy, and I will tell you why. But let's first open the box. I need a knife for that. So, this is the box, and this is the tracker. And what we find more in the box is a piece of Velcro you can use to stick the GPS somewhere in your bike or your car. Of course, you have your manual, and this one is important because it says something about the app you can gonna use for the GPS tracker. So don't throw it away right away. And what do we have more? Some quality control sticker. They say it's tested. So if you look at the GPS tracker, I like this model because it's small, it's waterproof, so you don't need to worry about any moisture or dust in the bike. And what I also like is this GPS contains a really small battery, so if the wire is disconnected from the bike, the GPS still transmit his location for a couple of hours. So that's helpful when someone steals your bike, sees the GPS tracker, and he thinks he's smart to just cut the cable. And the second thing why I like the battery in this GPS tracker is because a lot of bikes, a lot of cars, if you start the engine, you use the start engine, and that withdraws a lot of power from the battery. Sometimes so much power that a GPS tracker who is connected to the battery is stopping working for a couple of seconds. And for a GPS tracker that can be a problem, because if you start your bike, you start driving. And if your GPS tracker is disconnected for a power for a couple of seconds and he's back online, he tries to make a fix. And the fix means he tries to find where are the GPS satellites so he can calculate his location. So if you start your bike, the start engine takes a lot of power from the battery, your GPS stops working. You start to drive with your bike. After a couple of seconds, your GPS comes back online and he has no clue where he is because he don't have a fix. So he tries to make a fix, and sometimes that's done in a couple of seconds, but sometimes it also can in a couple of minutes. And that's, I love the little battery in this GPS. It contains its fix even if you start the bike. So I open the GPS tracker. You just open with those screws. You can remove the cap and the waterproofing rubber. And so if you have the wire, slowly you can remove the print. And you see you have a real GPS receiver. This is not some fake GPS I talk about in the other video. You see a big capacitor, the battery, and all the electronics. So it's just a simple GPS tracker. And to make this GPS tracker working, you need a SIM card, of course. And the next step is I will tell you how to prepare the SIM card for this GPS tracker to use in Vietnam. So this is my Android phone I use for my daily work in Ho Chi Minh City. And the first thing I'm gonna do is activate a data plan on the SIM card. And to do that I use the Mobi Phone Next application. You can find this one in the Play Store. So this is the step. So we need to activate this with a text, SMS text. And for do this, I will use a second phone, and I have this say $15 Nokia for that kind of things. It's a dual SIM Nokia. And what I'm gonna do is put the SIM card in this Nokia for the time being. So I'll break the SIM card out of this. Oh, wrong one, I need a big one. It's always a problem, SIM cards. I hate SIM cards. Here we go. Look, it's now in my Nokia. Let's turn it on. Yeah, this is pure nostalgia. Yes. It's a dual SIM card, and I also have my Dutch SIM card in this phone. So what I want to do, I want to use dual SIM, please. So we wait a couple of seconds and then we will see the two providers popping up. Hello. Yes. I see the SIM card 2 mobile phone is active. So now I go back to my Android phone. And I need to type in the phone number from my SIM card. And normally it's written on the card, but for security reasons you can understand why I blanked it out. But I made a copy of it on my other phone, so I'll type in the number. So we have to blank this out for a couple of seconds. So pum, 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 pum. And we have my security code. Focus you, Nokia. So I will type in that on my other phone. 516620. And there we go. SIM card is activated. But oh my god, what did I bought? So this is a SIM card I just bought at some shop, and he said I would have like around 60,000 Vietnamese dong as balance, but I think he gave me the wrong one. I now have a SIM card with like 9 gigabytes of data, and this I can use that for like till the 5th of March. So yes, there's a lot of data for the GPS tracker, but who cares? I will top it up later. So what I'm gonna do is I will top up this balance, and then if the time is right, I will activate the M10 plan. It's this plan because the tracker uses around 30 to 50 megabytes a month. So you don't need a big ass plan for using your GPS tracker. You can use this plan, but I will activate that one in March because I don't need a SIM card anymore. I can do everything with this app. So I can remove the SIM card again. Let's see if I can remove it. Yes, here you go. I get the GPS tracker. So this is the GPS tracker, and I have to install the SIM card. Like this. So let's do that. Let me see. So I have to install the SIM card like this, so let's do it. Go in here. slowly push it down. And if it's correct, we have a little light that's gonna flash. So this now means the GPS tracker is active. Woohoo! The second step is to install the tracking app, and for that I use the app they say you have to use. It's from the website of ICA168.com, and I think it's this one, so I click it, and my phone is gonna ask, do you want to install GPS version 3.apk again? Of course. So we start to download it. And if I understand correctly, I have to now go to the file manager. Where did CME hide that one? Nope, not here. Oh wait, that sounds promising. Downloads. Yes, this is the file I downloaded today. I say open. Do you want to install this application? Blah 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 blah. The same Android shit. Install. So we're gonna install this beautiful app. Wait a couple of seconds. Yes, don't think that an $100 phone is fast. Okay, we install it. So the next step is to log in on our tracker, and for that I will he asked for the license plate, but that's the number on the GPS tracker. And he asked for a password, and the password is the standard password they mention in the manual. So I will cover this with some box so you cannot see the number. So I will type in the number. Oh, wrong. Let's do the number mode. So magic is happening. So real time, where is the GPS tracker? And the GPS tracker is middle in the ocean, and I know why it's here, because the GPS tracker is never used before, so that means it's now on 0, 0. So this is the totally middle point of the GPS coordinates. So to give this a chance, I will put the GPS tracker outside so he can get a fix. Plop. It has a fix. Perfect. Because I will install the GPS tracker straight on the battery in a Honda Airblade, I decided to use a fuse. A fuse is a little device that helps to protect your bike against short circuit. So in case of a short circuit, the fuse will destroy itself and protect the bike against a fire. So I highly recommend you to also install a fuse. It can save you a lot of problems. We're gonna install the GPS tracker in this Honda Airblade. The Honda Airblade is the most popular bike in Vietnam, and it's also the most stolen bike. The Honda Airblade is well designed. You only have to remove 3 screws and you can just slide the top open, which gives you quick access to the battery, the fuse box and the light bulbs. To give a thief not a chance to spot the GPS tracker, we decided not to put the GPS tracker near the battery, but in the steer house casing. The steer house casing is easy to reach. You have to remove some screws from the bike, and then you have to open the clips that's connecting the 2 plastic pieces together. And if you open that, you have a good space to put the GPS tracker. And other advantage is to put the GPS tracker there is that it has a better view to the heaven, so it's easier to get a fix and maintain a GPS fix. The first plan was to use the piece of Velcro to stick the GPS tracker to the casing of the bike. But if you realize in Ho Chi Minh City, Saigon, the roads are not everywhere from high quality. So you have potholes, you have bumps, So a lot of vibrations in the bike can cause that the GPS tracker is getting loose. So we changed the plan and we wanted to connect the GPS tracker to the wires in the stereo house casing. It's a much better way to put the GPS tracker in the bike. After we found a good spot for our GPS tracker, we tried to make a good pad for the cables. And the best way to do that is to use the original pad for the other cables in the bike. Some simple rules about electronics in a bike is that the black cable is always the ground, and the ground on the battery is the big minus. And the plus cable is always red. So if you connect the GPS tracker to the battery in your bike, always look at that the black cable goes to the minus pole of the battery and that the red cable goes to the plus pole of the battery. The cable of the GPS tracker is red and black. Easy to spot in the bike. Because if you know, the original cables in the Honda Airblade are in a rubber casing. So a thief can easily spot our GPS tracker because he will see the red cable. So to fix that, we put the GPS tracker's cable in a rubber tape. Now it's harder to spot. We're almost done. We connect the last screws, we tighten them. We're gonna check if the cable is correctly mounted, and if everything looks okay, we get ourselves cable ties, and we're gonna make everything beautiful. GPS tracker, as you see, is in front of the bike. Now you can see the GPS tracker is beautiful mounted. The cables, you don't see it, it's connected with table rise. So now it's time to close everything up. So where's the beautiful front of the bike? Let's close it. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of this kind of videos.